All right, we welcome in now Jack Miller, former St. John Titan, former Michigan Wolverine. And Jack, just to piggy off that Eastern Michigan game, you happen to be up in Ypsilanti watching that game. Your thoughts on obviously what was a disappointing situation for Brogan?
Yeah, it's disappointing. Terrible anytime. Senior game, last game in their home stadium, and in front of your family and friends, trying to go out on a high note and hopefully have some NFL potential. And to go down with an injury like that's unfortunate, but it's part of the game. So you rehab and you try to come back stronger than you were before.
I thought it was interesting saying that you were going up there. Is that just a testament to St. John's alums supporting each other? Was that what it was?
Yeah, I think so. Brogan was the quarterback when I was a senior, and so I have a good relationship with a friend of mine, and I was never able to go to any of his games because I was playing and traveling to different things. So for senior night, I thought it'd be good to be there. Maybe I'm a bad luck charm, though. I don't know. I kind of feel bad now that it was there.
Well, is that something special? I mean, I know every high school, you have ties, but is that something special, maybe in the St. John's community, St. Francis Central Catholic, that you want to keep supporting each other outside of the years that you've gone to school together? You didn't even graduate together, like you said.
Yeah, right. No, they talk about the brotherhood a whole lot there, and it's true. And when you get out, guys look out for each other, try to take care of one another, help each other out, and you have friendships there that last for a lifetime. And so even a guy 2 years younger than me wanted to be there to support him and watch him on his final day.
Well, you guys played the same county, too. I mean, different schools, the same county, up in Washington.
That's right.
Shifting gears, mentioned Central Catholic. You never got to a state semifinal.
No.
I never made the playoffs with the Mighty Panthers of Maumee. But when you're a Central Catholic guy, you got to be thinking, here it is again. I mean, you got to be careful that you don't take it for granted?
Yeah, well, you're in a great spot where you can talk about consistently expecting to be late into November. That's a good place to be. Mm-hmm. And Coach Dempsey, his staff, and really everybody at Central getting behind what they've done the last few years. It's been great to watch. It's been fun. It's good for Northwest Ohio to see a team year in and year out be competing down the line, always in contention for a state championship.
As we mentioned, you and I never made it this far, but you played longer seasons in college. About week 14, I got to imagine it's starting to take its toll on your body and maybe even your mind. It's getting a little fatigued, I would think.
Yeah, it does. It does for sure. I mean, by the end of the season, everyone's beat up. Everyone's playing with some sort of injury, and that's why you have to be mentally tough. That's why boys play the game.
Yeah, and the other thing is, they've been this far before several times, so if anybody knows how to do it this part of the season, it's Greg Dempsey and Central Catholic. All right, Jack, here we go. It's been a while. I believe there's a song that said that. What's going to happen this week, Ohio State, Michigan? Now, in your best non-Michigan alum thought process.
So if I have to be unbiased,
yes,
I think Ohio State, they're the favorite, right? They're playing for more. They're probably the better team up to this point in the season. But that's the thing with rivalry games. You kind of throw the records away, you throw everything away, and that's why people love football, because it's a game of passion and intensity when you have these arch rivals getting together and two programs that historically have been phenomenal, and then both the traditions from both places. It's just incredible. So you never know. You never know what will happen. I guess we'll see. Logically, if you're asking me who do I actually think will win, it'll probably be Ohio State.
Is that hard to say?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It absolutely is. But in my heart, I do think Michigan's got a great chance. I think they do.
What?
I do. I think if and it depends what happens at quarterback.
I was just going to say.
It depends what happens at quarterback.
Peters is, knocked out on the turf in Madison, Wisconsin. You have to bring O'Korn back. Spate, we have no idea.
It depends what happens at quarterback.
Okay.
But if the Ohio State team that showed up against Michigan State shows up in Ann Arbor this weekend, it's over.
Yeah.
But we saw they're vulnerable, and every team in college football this year is, and that's why it's so fun right now, because no team is really invincible and is just running the table. Everyone has shown weaknesses and shown games that they've come out and underperformed in. So to think that Ohio State might be that team, and if Michigan can control the ball, not turn it over, and make it a game. I think if Ohio State runs away with it early and gets the momentum and gets that stadium out of it, then they probably go off and win pretty easily. But if they can go back and forth and bat a little bit, get that stadium involved, and really embrace the whole underdog mentality. Michigan's not playing for anything besides to win this, send the seniors off on a good note. But the idea to be, the bad boys who can go upset the arch rival season, that's got to get you fired up. So that environment there will be electric, and if they can stay in back and forth, they got a chance. That's all I'm saying. They got a chance.
So you're saying there's a chance.
There's a chance.
I want to take you back. 2011, I believe there was a freshman named Jack Miller. Elliot Mueller was on that team from Wauseon. Kevin Koger was on that team from Whitmer High School, caught a touchdown, beat Ohio State. What do you remember? I mean, you were just a kid. Do you remember what that was like?
Yeah, I remember every minute of it.
Yeah?
I absolutely do.
What was that like for you?
Exciting. Obviously, they haven't beaten Ohio State a whole lot lately, and so to be on that team, to be a freshman, and we knew that if we won that, we were going to have a really good chance to go play in a big bowl game. We ended up going to the Sugar Bowl and winning. But to win, to beat your arch rival in dramatic fashion, which it always is in that game, was something special.
Yeah. Now, taking that feeling, is there any way that you can impart that onto current Michigan kids? Like, this is what it's like to beat these guys?
I don't know. I mean, if I can do it better than Jim Harbaugh can, I'd be really surprised. But, that's what I mean when I say that if the game goes back and forth,
right,
and you can feel that intensity and you feel that passion, and, it's the last week in the season. Michigan's got nothing else to do next week. I mean, just sell out, sell your body out, and go try to shock everybody and do something really exciting. And they'll get that feel as the game wears on, the intensity, everything about that game. They'll start to feel it. If they can hang around long enough, it might pay off for them.
All right. Former Michigan Wolverine himself, Jack Miller, who's saying the Michigan Wolverines will destroy the Ohio State Buckeyes.
I said everything but that.